and everything we'll discuss. In the end, we will take your questions. We'll not make it too much of a boring session or something. We'll take it as an interaction session. We'll just start by the presentation. I will switch off my camera just for a more connectivity would be much better. Rest, my audio will be off. Done. So the webinar today is navigating the part 2 of PhD program. Is basically we are focusing on in and out of how the PhD program works from starting till the end. What is the process in between? How does the entrances go by, and what is the entire structure? So what is PhD? Very simple. It is the highest academic degree awarded by the universities. So how it starts is कि पहले there is graduation, then it is post graduation, and then after post graduation there is PhD. So it's the only highest degree any university will award. Second, it is focused on conducting original research. So what is PhD? PhD is all about research. For example, I am a student of MA English, right? So if I want to do PhD in English, so I will do a research on a particular topic. किसी particular topic पे मैं research करूँगा, जिसके based पे मैं I can submit it across to the university, and a doctorate degree is awarded to me that I am doctorate in English specifically on a particular research area. Second, what does PhD stands for? It's called Doctor of Philosophy, but it is in many disciples. Purpose of PhD is basically to develop expertise in specific area. जैसे I just told you कि you need to have a research topic. You'll do a research on it. You will be an expert in a specific area. To make a novel contribution in the field of original research, yes, it will be an original research. There is a plagiarism check. Plagiarism is if you talk on a layman language, plagiarism is just to check that you have not copied it from somewhere else. So it has to be below 10%. If it is above 10%, it is not acceptable in UGC also, in university also. So it will be an novel original research. Third is to build a skill on critical thinking. It will build your skill on particular critical thinking, problem solving, project management, and it is often pursued for academic careers, people who want to get into academic careers, industry, and even for the people who want to go for personal intellectual fulfillment. Basically, people who would like a personal intellectual fulfillment key add a doctor in their name, so they also go for this program. Expectations: after completing the program, you will be a deep expert of a particular topic. Your contribution will be an original contribution. Collaboration and PR is, you will have a good collaboration PR because you would require it in your PhD research. Then leadership role, because the entire PhD journey goes in a very structured leadership roles, where you understand how you have to do it, you have to speak to people, so you act as a leader. Then comes the effective communication. Yes, you will have to do effective communication with your colleagues. You have to collect data. You have to follow a roadmap. So it has to be good communication. Secondly, career readiness. You obviously, if you complete a doctorate degree, you'll be one of the best in when it comes to career. You'll be apart from. You'll not be part of a regular team. You'll be in doctorate. You'll be a role model and inspiration. You'll create networks and communities, and obviously you'll add to your personal and social economic growth. Okay, so what is the flow? The flow is it starts with entrance. After entrance, there is a coursework for 6 months, which is a mandatory for everybody. After coursework, there is a coursework exam which you have to clear it. After completing the coursework exam, you are assigned a guide. Guide is a professor who would guide you across for next 2.5 years how to complete the research. After that, you do a pre-submission uh, after 2.5 years, and then final submission of your research, and then you are get an award for notification of a PhD. Means you'll be awarded as a uh, doctorate in PhD. We'll we'll run through the eligibility and documentation. Very simple eligibility. First, you have to be masters to do PhD program, complete masters. Final year students, means final semester students, can also apply because there are different intakes in university. So you can apply in month of April and March, uh, March and April. You can give an entrance, and as soon as your result comes in, you can complete your documentation part. 55% is the minimum aggregate marks for general category. 50% is aggregate marks for ST, ST, OBC, differently abled and economic weaker section students. This is strict. If the student falls below this, they are not eligible to do PhD. Second is the documentation part. All academic documents till masters with degree and transcript is required. Original migration certificate of master degree is compulsory and has to be submitted in the university before enrolling for a PhD program. And if UGC NET or any other All India entrance is cleared, the result card is also compulsory. This eligibility and documentation is according to the UGC norms, what UGC norms has laid for PhD program. Okay. Now comes up the entrance requirement and structure. So there are different entrances for different module of PhDs. We start with UGC NET, is basically called University Grant Commission National Eligibility Test, is basically for two things. One is assistant professorship, junior research fellowship, and third is simple PhD admission. Uh, for this eligibility criteria, again 55% minimum marks. Age limit is maximum 30. Relaxation for reserved category. No upper age for assistant professor or PhD admission. Exam pattern is there are two exams: general aptitude and research aptitude, and this paper 2 is subject specific. It is conducted twice in a year, typically in June, December, but it varies month to month, plus minus 2 or 2 months. Then another entrance test is CSIR NET, which is basically called Council of Scientific Industrial Research National Eligibility Test. Again, it comes under NTA. Is basically for the students who are looking primarily for science and technology PhD. Again, for junior research fellowship or lectureship or assistant professorship. This is what it is called CSIR NET. Eligibility against 55% minimum marks. Exam pattern is computer-based test, 3 hours exam. Total number of choice and multiple choice marking schemes vary by negative marking for wrong answers. And structure of exam is divided into part A, part B, and part C. It's again conducted twice a year. So the application comes on the particular websites, official websites. The third entrance exam which we'll be talking on is a GATE. So it's called General Aptitude Test Engineering, specifically for people who are looking for engineering PhD programs in IITs, NIITs, and triple IITs. Is again computer-based test. Final year students can apply for it. There's no age limit for it. Duration is 3 hours. MCQs and NTAs, and it includes subject papers also. And its notification typically released in August and September, conducted in February, and in March the result is announced. So these dates might vary, but it's kind of nearby to these months. The fourth entrance which we'll be speaking is ICMR, which is called Indian Council of Medical Research. Basically conducts entrance exams specifically for people who are looking for PhD in biomedical sciences and related fields. The eligibility criteria is again 55% marks. Exam pattern is online, 3 hours, MCQs, and subject papers. Is typically conducted once in a year, July and August. The sixth test we will be discussing is called JEST, which is called Joint Entrance Screening Test. is specifically for the students who are looking for PhD program in physics, neurosciences, uh, theoretical computer science, and biology. Specifically for that, eligibility criteria is the student has to be MSc in physics or related fields. Apart from this, apply, like for example, mathematics or applied physics. Uh, Secondly, exam pattern is for 3 hours offline exam. Uh, Part A, Part B, Part C as the pattern, and it also includes theoretical computer science, computation, biology exam. Also, is the frequency is once in a year. Now, this exam is the exam which is basically conducted by most of the private universities in India on their own on the university level, depending upon the intakes of PhD. For example, if somebody belongs to Delhi, so nearby Delhi, there are a lot of good private universities like Bennett University, K.R. Mangalam University, OP Jindal University. So they keep on doing these kind of entrances specifically to induct students, PhD students, on a regular basis according to the intake they have. All these entrances is according to the UGC norms. UGC allow university to do the entrance test, which is basically based on three patterns. One is MCQs, objective. Then there is descriptive questions. Then there is presentation or research proposal. There are some universities, they might ask the scholar to come for a presentation and research proposal. And the frequency for this is according to university norms. Whenever they are opening the intake of PhD scholars, so it is according to university norm. So anybody, any scholar, any students who have not given the previous exams, any government and exam, can sit for this university level entrance exam. It's according to UGC norms and university norms. So now I take it that you have cleared the entrance. What is the after entrance process, after selection process? You have to first go for a document verification. As soon as you complete the document verification, your coursework classes will start. And as soon as you finish off the coursework classes, coursework exam, you have to do it. This coursework exam is done in 2 or 3 days time, or some university also complete in one day also. After you complete your exam, you get a coursework mark sheet. After completing that, you then have to start your research. You have to finalize a topic, submit a synopsis. Synopses are like a gist of what you have to do in the entire research. For example, if I take a topic called AI in human resource management, so I have to tell that in next 2.5 years, how would I go? How would I do the research? How would I collect the data? Which softwares I will use for uh, the evaluation purpose and all those things. And finally, I make the research and submit it. This is the after selection process which any scholar has to follow. Now we have to understand, it's a small gist that what happens in a coursework. Coursework is a class, is where the classes are done specifically to make you understand how the research has to be made for next coming years. इसमें आपको बताया जाता है स्पेसिफिकली कि आपने रिसर्च को कैसे बनाना है, उसमें क्या फोकस करना है, डेटा एनालिसिस कैसे करना है, मेथड्स क्या रहेंगे डेटा कलेक्ट करने के लिए, डिजाइन्स कैसे बनाने हैं, और वो सारी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स. उसमें आपके सेमिनार्स भी हो सकते हैं, रिसर्च एंड डिस्कशन ग्रुप्स भी बन सकते हैं, एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स व्हिच इज पार्ट ऑफ द कोर्स वर्क विल it is a foundation which will help you complete your entire coursework in coming years. Sorry, research in coming years. Exam pattern of coursework is same. Focus on theoretical research methodology in course concept of a subject, जो आपको पढ़ाया जाएगा coursework में, and PhD scholar has to get minimum 55% of marks and equivalent grade to be eligible to continue in the program and submit the final thesis. जब आपने synopsis submit किया, you finished your synopsis submit, then what is the further process? I will let you go through it, how the research is made. When you submit your synopsis, you get an approval for the research topic. Let's say I've finalized a topic called AI in human resource management. So my topic will be finalized and I will get a letter or an email that your topic has been finalized and this is your particular guide. The guide will then start helping you out in making the literature review, finalization of research plan, how the data has to be collected, uh, how will you write the dissertation, then what is how you would do the pre-defense and submission, uh, in the submission to the examination. Then you have to come for the final viva. So till the dissertation writing, the guide will guide you on every single step, how you have to make the research, what changes you have to be done, has to be done. And then you do a pre-defense. Pre-defense is a pre-submission, means you will send your research to the research department, the committee. If they find it okay, then they will call you for the final viva. Final viva is the day where you have to come, you have to present your research in front of the selection committee, the research committee of the university. It also has a uh, external examiner from a government local university, which is basically the local university. And then the entire process is recorded, and it is kept as a record with the university. And you have to then do the final submission. The institutional will review, and you give the degree is given it across to you. You will be a doctorate. It's very important to understand. Lot of students have a myth regarding PhD program. So first myth which I would cover is they think that PhD is a solitary journey. It is not. It is very interesting. If you manage your time, it will be a solitary journey. It will be a very interesting part. This is where we come in light, where we plan your entire structure, how you need to do the PhD and all those stuff. uh, PhD students spend all the time doing research. No, again, if you have your plans right, so it is not today the internet is very strong. If you have good internet searching skills, if you have an access to a good library, you'll be able to get all the data on your doorstep. uh, PhD guarantees job security. It is not that, but yes, it also gives an edge over other participants. If you are a PhD holder, it always gives you an edge. PhD is only for genius level thinkers. No, it is not. PhD can be done by anybody who has an interest in a particular area. If there is an HR working in corporate, he is a master's in HR. He can do it if he wants. If his interest is in HR, he can go to HR. He can choose a particular topic and do a research on it. So it's not for genius level thinkers. Uh, PhD programs are always long and drag on. No, it is not. So there is again a myth that everybody says that PhD gets completed in 5 to 6 years. It is not that. Understand, UGC norms does not say that you can extend your PhD, right? It is either a gap from the university side or it is a gap from the scholar side. So for that, we again come into light. We kill the academic gaps. We keep on guiding the scholars to complete the research part. And so this academic gap is reduced, and we make it sure that all the scholars complete their pre-submission by 2.5 years, and they complete their PhD in 3 years. So it is a combined team effort which we actually focus on. uh, Myth number 6 is you need to have everything figured out before you. No, it is not that. It's a step by step process. If you go for coursework or something, it will give you an entire brief on how the things has to be done. Myth, you will be doing same thing day after day. No, it is not a permanent part of your day structure. It is a part of where you have to manage your timelines and everything. PhD program only about writing dissertation? No, you have to do research, you have to meet people, you sometimes have to study, you have to read articles, or maybe you have to discuss with your thing. It is all about observation. So if you have a good observation, if you're observing things, if you're understanding things, so PhD program is not about writing dissertations. You must work on the same topic as per your supervisor or not. So you can choose your own topic. Uh, you can discuss what is your interest area, and 99.9% is where supervisors on agrees on uh, your PhD topic. Okay, PhD is only for young people. No, I have PhD scholars who are retired. I have PhD scholars who are retired from army. I have PhD scholars who are retired doctors from AIMS. So there are a lot of PhD scholars. It's not specifically for you. It is where you want to start your career as a PhD scholar. What would be our support for your journey is again very important. First point will be helping you select the best tutored university. Now, what is important in that? You have to understand if you belong to Delhi, we'll try and give you a university, good university nearby to Delhi, which will support your entire structure. Because what happens is sometime you have to visit the university, your scholar, your guide would ask you to come and discuss if you want. So it should be a bit, what I can say is it should be a bit uh, easy for you to visit the university. We'll give you a coursework guidance, research topic finalization. Will give you the list of research topics. Uh, After discussing with you, you can finalize it with your guide. We'll keep on guiding you on research design and methodology, literature review, data analysis, writing and academic writing, time management is very important. We'll keep on pinging you time to time on completing the task, support you for that, proposal writing, presentations, publications. If you want publication support, for example, if you want to scope a journal or Ezelweiss journal or something like that, we'll do that. We'll do career and post PhD planning, which is very important. We'll give you options for maybe job options, maybe other project options after you complete your PhD. Funding and grant, yes, if some student wants fellowship or maybe they want other grants, we'll guide you on that. And general mentorship and moral support is very important, because what happens is PhD generally is sometimes the scholar becomes uh, demoralized. So we keep on giving them moral support, and we run hand to hand with them. It's not that we act as an outside agency. We run hand to hand. They require regular moral support, mentorship, which we actually do it. And now the question comes, why university cannot do it? Because university treat you as a regular scholar. There are many other scholars, so they cannot be specific when it comes to giving all these supports, because they have given you guide. So one guide has five scholars, so he also have a limited time to support you. So apart from this, moral support and general mentorship is very much required to complete your PhD in a particular desired time. So we say that you are not a university scholar. So we say that you are our own scholar. We are your overall research support till you complete your PhD. This is where we come into, where we say that the university is where giving you the entire required support as per UGC norm. But no, you are our own scholar. We give you and research support throughout till the end. This is kind of support. We keep on doing seminars with international trainers. These are all international trainers. Specifically, they come time to time to support. Like for example, this is our upcoming workshop. This is on 9th of March. With there's a health and life coach from USA, Amanda. She'll be talking on reducing stress during your PhD time, healthy mind, healthy PhD, lifestyle strategies for reducing stress. We will also share the registration link with you. Everybody who's attending this workshop will give that link to you also. Now, all these kind of workshops is basically where we give a regular support to all our scholars or prospective scholars, and we understand that you need all these kind of support to timely complete your PhD. This is where we'll make our stress. These are few of our partners. Uh, Good universities all across India, now all NAC A plus aggregated university, Bennett Universities, Times of India University, KR Mangalam again in Gurgaon, MMU Mulana, it's in Ambala, is again NAC A plus plus university, UPES Dehradun, Uttaranchal University Dehradun again NAC A plus, Guru Kashi University NAC A plus plus, Desh Bhagat is again in Punjab NAC A plus, and Amity University, everybody knows about it. Uh, we are registered Society Against Haryana Registration Council ISO 9115 certified organization, registered with Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprises, and even at Niti Aayog, Government of India. We are situated, our corporate offices in IT Park, Panchkula. You can visit us anytime. You can visit our channels, Instagram channels and everything, Facebook channels. We have these two platforms. Scale is basically where it's a learning management system. You can go, you visit these websites, www.skillcraft.net. In this LMS, we run only online programs from universities in India and abroad. And Admigo is one of our admission management software. It's basically, we give it across to different universities and consultants to manage the admissions in a proper way. So this is what it is. What I can do is I can take questions, if any questions we have, so that we can re-clarify our doubts or something like that. We can take questions one-on-one. I will stop the presentation and we'll take questions one-on-one. Yeah, I can take questions one-on-one if anybody has. You can switch on your mic. We can discuss it across. Even if you want the recording of this session, we will share. Deepa from our team will share this recording link. You can ask for this recording link through that email which you had received from our site, which had the registration link. We can do that. I would again request, if anybody has any kind of question, I'm ready to give you a response on that. Or you can even ask on the chat box. I am putting it across a question mark chat box. So you can, if you're more comfortable in writing in the chat box, I'm okay with it. I think I don't think so. There are any questions like. Even if you have a question, you can ping me across on the same email ID, or I'm dropping our WhatsApp number. You can put across your query on a WhatsApp number. I will respond you back with all your queries and any other further requirements you have. Right, and we'll share anybody who wants the recording of this thing, we'll share you across on your email ID. By this, I would thank you everybody who's coming on this Saturday for this workshop. It was great. We feel that anybody who wants to do PhD, take it light, take it good. It's a wonderful journey. This is what I am majorly focusing on. Don't take stress. It's a wonderful journey, and we are part of you, and we'll give you an entire academic administrative support to complete your PhD on time. Right. So by this, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for joining in, and we'll keep on updating. We'll send you the link of this 9th workshop. Do join us, and you'll learn good from Amanda. She's a wonderful life coach. You'll understand more about it. Thank you so much, and I'm signing off for this. Thank you.